Alright, what's going on, guys? Aaron or Tankin here. Welcome back to another Black Ops 3 video. Today, me, myself, and Raidaway say what's up.
Yo, what's going on, guys?
We have some information, some regretful news to share with you guys. It's a sad day for every single BO3 player. The closer we get to the release of World War II, a lot of you guys probably super hyped for that game. But of course, the core of Black Ops 3 the past 2, 3, 4 weeks, the hype leading up to the 1.26 update, and the disappointment that the current state of BO3 is in right now without the 1.26 update. It's really unfortunate now. We just got a previous update, Ray. We got a ton of stuff, you know, the supply drops, the camos, the new game modes, you know, Blackjack's gun game. What do you think about that little mini update?
Honestly, I thought it was good, but I thought it was like, okay, since you guys want 1.26, we're just gonna do this instead. We're not gonna give a full update, but we'll just do this instead. And it was like a half-ass kind of thing, you know what I mean? It wasn't like a full thing. I really think that they should have released 1.26. I was a little bit disappointed, but at the end, it was like, okay, we got something at least, you know what I mean? Blackjack's gun game, we haven't seen that in a while, and that was a ton of fun. I know you played that. Yep. I played it myself. I always have fun using DLC weapons in a gun game sort of thing. Made a ton of videos about that, but also we got the new camo. What'd you think about the new camo? Honestly, I really didn't like it too much.
Yeah, it was sloppy. Like, and what's crazy enough is Activision, you know, the Twitter, the leaks that we've shown, me and you, on our videos, going through the tweets, that they basically confirmed the update. Yeah. In a way, they actually, just thinking about this, it kind of plays with my mind. When they said, yeah, the update will be coming out, they never referenced 1.26. So technically, I guess they are right, because they did release an update. It's just not what everyone expected, but it is a lot of content. You know, the camo was kind of weird, and it was also the fact that, you know, the Twitter, you know, said that there was going to be no Halloween update. I think Charlie Intel covered that Infinite Warfare was going to be the only COD that got Halloween updates. Yeah. But if you looked at the little pop-up for not only the camo, but the Der Eisendrache Free Zombies map, it had, like, a Happy Halloween. Like, it had a Halloween thing for it. So I feel like they went about 30%. They didn't go all the way with the update. They didn't drop the DLC weapons, but they dropped the supply drops, the camos, the game modes. They did everything besides the weapons, and that just, it doesn't make sense to me why they would do that. But of course, in the previous years when Black Ops 3 was out, of course, Raid, we were just talking about how Advanced Warfare dropped it when BO3 was out. You know, what weapons came out? Because I can't recall.
Yeah, so like the first month that Black Ops 3 actually dropped, I believe like around November 20th or something like that, AW actually had an update and they released new DLC weapons when Black Ops 3 got released. So so they added the Sten, the repulsor, which is like an energy weapon, and the lever action. So they actually added 3 new DLC weapons to Advanced Warfare, an older COD, when Black Ops 3 was first released. Now this is a really, really good sign, honestly, because me personally, I really think that Treyarch will come out with something during World War II. I just have like a hunch. I just have a really, really good feeling. Treyarch, they're always full of surprises. They always bring the unexpected, and a lot of people are just like kind of down right now. They're like, you know, Black Ops 3, they didn't come out with 1.26. We're not gonna get anything, so we're not really expecting anything. And I think this is like the perfect time that Treyarch is gonna hit us with something. What do you think?
Yeah, for sure, because if you consider the fact that, you know, Black Ops 3 was going to have that full 27 tier, you know, the life cycle of the game being fully supported, a lot of people just, I don't know, they kind of dismiss the fact that the last 2 months of 2017 exists, like November and December, even though a new COD comes out. That doesn't dismiss the fact that 2017 was and is a fully supported year for BO3. So the chance of them dropping randomly on a Tuesday or a Thursday, especially in the beginning of the game, and especially before World War II adds COD points, I think it is actually a pretty viable drop, because a lot of people don't even get the game, you know, midnight release or first day, because I know some people can't even you know, afford the game until maybe Christmas or their birthday or whenever they can get their hands on the game. So definitely. A lot of people play previous CODs, you know, whether it is BO3 or a COD before that. You know, I know a lot of people are still on BO2 or MW3 or MW2. So the fact that everyone is kind of shifting their priorities towards World War II, obviously being optimistic that BO3 does drop something, it is dismissing the fact that Treyarch could and probably will drop something within the first few weeks of November, even going into December, before World War II kind of solidifies as the current COD.
Yeah, of course. I mean, so many people are still going to be playing Black Ops 3, maybe even November, December, maybe even January. Like,
yeah, for sure.
People are always going to be on Black Ops 3, I think, just because so many people love the game, and they came out with so many great weapons, so many great maps. Like, it was just such a memorable Call of Duty, such a fan favorite, and the fact that we play it on both of our channels, a lot of people love seeing our videos, so they play it too. And I don't know about you, but I'm definitely going to be playing Black Ops 3, I think, maybe even when World War II is out, just because I love the game personally, you know, too. Like, I love playing the game. It's awesome. I love making videos about it. So I really think a lot of people are going to still be on Black Ops 3. But like I said, you know, don't just like brush this away. Treyarch, I really think they're going to come out with something during World War II, maybe even like November, December. I think those are the 2 months that they could really come out with something, because January, February, it's like, okay, we're sort of like going into the full year sort of trend or whatever for the next game, World War II. So yeah, November, December, definitely the key sort of months for new DLC
for sure
weapons.
And in terms of like BO3 with the 1.26, at this point, it's like they have everything. They have 99% of the capacity filled for the things that would lead up to an update. Like they follow the pattern, they follow the routine. They actually went overboard with it, in my opinion. They dropped what? They went Grand Slam, Triple Play, or no, they went Grand Slam, Big Box, Triple Play, Big Box. And if you think about that, that's like an unreal amount of supply drops and bribes and contracts to add. And I also think they have like a 50% off rare supply drop sale in the middle of that. So they had so many black market updates for, you know, incentivizing the sale of certain, you know, supply drops or contracts or bribes. So the fact that BO3 doesn't have DLC weapons that have come out since August, with like how many weapon, you know, supply drops they've put out since then, it just really, I just don't get it. Obviously, you know, the bad side to this would be that they're trying to do a last second cash grab and they're not going to drop anything, but they want people to stock up on, you know, X amount of supply drops, whether it's a contract, a bribe, you know, the 50% off. Hopefully that's not the case. I don't think it will be the case because of how many weapons have been leaked in the past. You know, we've seen so many weapons that are not in BO3 right now that have been leaked, but then we've also seen so many weapons right now that have been leaked, you know, from you know, code files or gameplay or class setup glitches. So the fact that, you know, we don't have the M27 or the MP7 or the PDW or the SCAR in some ways in BO3, it just makes my mind say, okay, there's still a chance, there's still a possibility, considering the fact that we now have 2 months left in BO3 for 2017. After that, like, if it doesn't come November, December, I don't really think they would, you know, be inclined to drop something, because at that point they really are going to focus on BO4.
Yeah, they
or
really
whatever
have to at this point.
you know, title's going to be out. Actually, you know what? I have a great question for you, and obviously you guys can, you know, chime in the comment section down below. In terms of like the DLC weapons that we've already had, you know, released, in your mind, what was like the worst update? Because in my opinion, like if I'm thinking back, and I'm
now are we talking like year 1, 2, or
yeah, I'm
just...
thinking far back. There was a lot of like iffy drops. Now, if they were to drop new weapons, who's to say they're not like not that good? Because I don't think we're gonna get a melee weapon, so that opens the door probably to 2 ranged. But with the 2 ranged, they could like, I don't know, they could drop like a weird sniper or a weird shotgun and like not have maybe even like that much hype.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, they could just release like maybe like a pistol or like an LMG. Like obviously I think an LMG would be pretty cool, but most of the people playing Black Ops 3, they don't want to see a new LMG like the MG08 from Zombies. But there are just so many weapons and so many ideas that we've discussed so many times, and honestly at this point I really think that like the whole update 1.26 thing is sort of becoming a meme.
No, it is just a meme, for sure. 100% meme.
Just because the amount of times we've talked about it and the amount of times that like I guess Activision even, you know, discussed on Twitter saying the update's coming, blah blah blah. Like at this point I really think it's a meme, because like we're like, okay, is it coming, and then it didn't come, and then we still have high expectations too. Like I sort of think 1.26 is gonna come, but at this point I think it's just a meme. I think Treyarch knows that we want it so bad to the point that they're not gonna drop it yet, and they're gonna hit us out of nowhere. You know, I still think that the SCG, you know, the PDW, the Sten, you know, the Thompson has a really good chance of coming into the game just because they're already in Zombies. So those 2 weapons, or all those weapons or whatever, definitely have a chance of seeing the light for Black Ops 3 and supply drops. But Treyarch, they know that Black Ops 3 is such a popular game even at this point, and at some points I was even discussing maybe even like a year 3. Like do you think a year 3 would happen?
I don't know, because BO3 only worked in year 2 because they supported it. We got like 6 or 7 updates.
Yeah, like they came out with a statement right away.
Yeah, they really like they pushed the game as if Infinite Warfare didn't exist. So that's why I think it worked.
Yeah.
And I just, that's not going to happen for year 3, considering the fact that BO4 would be coming out the next November. They wouldn't put any effort, any updates towards, you know, BO3 in year 3. So it would not work, in my opinion. There still will be a core, you know, fan base and following and player base, but in terms of like fresh content, I just don't see it happening.
Yeah, maybe like this year, maybe once or twice, I think we might see like
cap,
new DLC weapons. Yeah, once or twice. Like, I don't think it'll go over 2 times. They're gonna like 2 sets of DLC weapons, like just because they're really focusing on their next COD. And also, World War II just has a lot of hype.
It
like,
does, yeah.
Really, like there's so many people excited for the game. Each time Call of Duty uploads like a World War II sort of trailer or like video related about World War II, it gets such good ratings. So I think the community is really gonna be focusing on World War II this year, and not really any other COD. Infinite Warfare was definitely a struggle, so that's why, you know, Treyarch did a year 2. They knew they had to come in clutch for the people who are like, okay, Infinite Warfare is not a good game, but I think people think that, you know, World War II is going to be a good game, and I think that myself, so maybe they're really thinking, okay, we're not going to need to do it this year. So they're really going to focus on their next one. 1 to 2 weapons, I think 1 to 2 set of weapons is going to be the cap. Maybe the SCG, PDW, all those weapons we've discussed so many times. But like, again, let us know in the comment section what weapons do you guys want to see, because I think something's definitely coming for November, December.
Yeah, for sure. I wouldn't be surprised if, like, you know, Advanced Warfare BO3, they did like a 2nd or 3rd week before World War II solidifies as the main game. They dropped something because they just did the update. So they are tending to BO3. They are having, you know, their hand on the pulse of the BO3 community. So let us know in the comment section down below what DLC weapons you would want to see in supply drops if the BO3 update comes out. And of course, let us know what your least favorite update is, because like I was saying, there is a lot of updates that a lot of people just skimp over. Like, people just don't really talk about it. Like, when the LV8 came out, I was not that excited. When the R70 even came out, I was not that excited. So there's a lot of weapons that kind of flop. Yeah, HE40. So let us know in the comments down below what DLC weapons you would want to see in the future, but also ones you did not like to get in the past. And of course, Raid, any final words?
Honestly, not much. I'm just excited for World War II, but I'm gonna be, you know, still a fan of Black Ops 3. I love that game to death. You guys know we both love it, so just keep looking out for Black Ops 3. Maybe hop on once in a while. We'll definitely cover any news and information that drops for Black Ops 3. But yeah, let us know your thoughts in the comments section. Thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe to both of our channels. Drop a like on both of our videos. And that's pretty much it. We'll see you guys later.
Peace.